Not sure if it's happening now. Just a second. Oh, it's on. Okay. Hi. I don't think anyone is joining yet, but I'm gonna start. I already started, so let's go. Let me check if I can see the... I'm still not really get used to like this streaming system. Wait a second. I am going to open this video, so if someone find this video, comment, I can see that here. Cool. Okay. So today I'm gonna keep working on this Oni work. So this is basically I don't remember if I explained why I'm doing this, but basically this is my personal project. My husband really likes Warhammer, and then he's really good at painting, so this is one of the mini model it's not on. Oh, okay. This is one of the mini model he painted, and then I really like it, and I thought like why don't I make one of these, and it'll be fun if I model this and 3D print it, and my husband will paint it. So that's kind of fun little project between us. I've never done this before, so this is kind of new learning curve for me. In terms of printing, I don't really think I am going to get my own 3D printer yet. I think it's better to ask a professional person to do that for me. It's not really expensive, but obviously I'm currently thinking of like using resin 3D printer. I don't really know much difference with between resin and the other one, but I thought it looks nicer and it looks more works well with mini model, and then it use a lot of like chemical like resin, so I'm not really sure if I can do by myself. If I want to make more model in the future, maybe I'm gonna do it my own, but for now I'm going to stick with asking someone to do that. And then last week I found a couple of shops 3D, like they make basically they 3D print the model for you, and yeah, like it seems like a lot of people are doing a kind of similar thing like me. So yeah, I will try. If I like and if I want to create more and more, then I will definitely buy my own, but by then I'm just focus on like modeling and then ask some professional to do the printing side for me. Okay, so now so this is, I think I live streamed this model, like I'm making this model on Monday, and then so far it looked like this, and then since I updated a couple of things. I update the pose a little bit, so this is a new version. This one also has the texture if you want to see. So this is super rough still, but I added the just color so I can see rough rocking, and yeah, and then since then I updated here and there bit by bit, and then I'm gonna save. This is the current Oni situation. So there's still lots of things to do. First, I think what I'm gonna do today is this. This is still quite rough model, so I'm going to like start polishing. So for example, I'm going to polish this super rough hand. You can see at the moment his hand, palm and thumb are split apart, so I want to attach them. This hand, the pose is looking alright to me, but here I got some reference, so I want to add some more details to it. What I want to try to focus on today is the detail, but I don't want to make it too realistic. What I'm trying to achieve is something a bit more like a stylized model. So that's what I'm going to focus on, like I try kind of push and pull the detail and then see where I want to go for. So I'm going to put this pure left at the side monitor, and then I'm going to start working on. And also I added this super rough hair. This is made by just a simple plain, and then I solidified it, and then I started kind of making the shape out of it. I don't really know if I can start working on the detail of it today, but yeah, today's focus will be mainly on just the body. So I'm going to just hide hair, hide it, and yeah, and I am not going to, so these are currently all separated parts. So what I'm always trying to do is I always keep I keep these separated as long as possible, and once I really happy with that, I am going to connect them together. In this way, I am not too I don't really need to concern about like how do I say it? I'm not really worried about pushing and pull the detail, and if I want to change the pose, I still can do that. So this is my way of working. And also I still keep this T pose here. So whenever you hide at the moment. So yeah, whenever I want to add the detail to this model, I'm going to like copy and paste back to this T-pose model for the future, just in case if I want to modify something in this T-pose. So I keep this as a little backup, but I now working mainly on this model. And for this project, because I am working for this mini model, so I'm not going to need rig or animate, so I won't worry about rigging. But if this is the project for animation, then I definitely, the workflow is really different. If I am going to animate this, then I keep working with this pose, T-pose, and then rig it and animate it, and then pose it like this. But this workflow doesn't really work for 3D printing project. So yeah, so this is kind of little new workflow for me, but yeah, so far it's going okay. So where do I start? I think I'm gonna start working on this torso. So I'm gonna hide this too, and then I'm gonna start adding some more detail. Save this and then sculpt this, and then I will start kind of adding some more detail. So I'm gonna remesh it a little bit higher resolution. But I always try not to go for too high detail. I keep working with low-res as long as possible, and if I really need to go for higher resolution, then I will make it higher resolution. So I'm going to make the... I also am not really good at remembering the anatomy, like name of the muscles and bones. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that kind of part. Actually, I shouldn't keep the symmetry on. So I'm gonna have bone here. That's a clavicle bone. I might be wrong. So he has bone here, and then I'm actually going to find a little more reference now. So Pinterest. Always rely on Pinterest, maybe a bit too much. Kit. Anatomy. So I am trying to find some nice reference. But again, this model will be quite stylized, so I'm trying not to focus on too much detail. I'm gonna put it aside, and then detail here. Also, I'm going to create one more window here, and then this one is a bit more seeing from this angle. This is what I really like about Blender compared to Cinema 4D. I can control the viewport whatever I want. I used to really dislike Blender's viewport, but now I really like it. Once I get used to it, it's really nice to, it's super easy to work for me. But I still work with cinema and I still love it too. And it's probably have a bit... He's quite skinny guy. And then I'm going to push. I'm still not really get used to this new sculpting UI with Brenda. It's good. I think it's getting much better than before, but I still don't really know which one does what. Trying to make this connection looks better. I'm trying to organize the window. Okay, I think this is better. Okay. So I'm currently thinking of making 3 Oni goblins and then 1 female character, also kind of yokai type of character, and then 1 how to say main character. I forgot the word. Protagonist character, who is a boy. When I was thinking about this story, I really couldn't think good character idea without thinking about the story. So I end up creating the story. I still am working on it, but it's quite cool. Once I grasp in the story, the character started the character's visual also started showing up in my head. So one day I want to create maybe a short animation if I can. That's quite big dream, but and I don't really know how long it's gonna take, but I think it's quite cool to do. This part is a bit strange. If this is a bit better. Oh, Yoshio-san! Hello! Okay. I'm going to use a new brush, and then always shoulder bit is a bit tricky to think for me. I think.お元気ですか、よしおさん。Oh, thank you. I'm not really a professional character designer, but it's great to see you here. Slowly. I really should have a comment here. I still don't really know how to do that, so I'm gonna research that next time. So I'm gonna make this, even though I'm going to connect all of these mesh together later, but at this stage I already trying to make this connection as smooth as possible, so I don't need to work too much later after I connect these body parts. So at this stage I already start making his armpit, and then start building this area. I should get another display. Yes, I think so. I have another display, but yeah, I don't really know what's the best streaming setup. But I have a Wacom Cintiq 16, so this is the display, but also Wacom tablet. But honestly, I don't really sculpt on there, which is a bit like, why do I have that? But I've now really get used to like just sculpt on the main display. I don't really know if this is working as a shape. Is this alright? So his arm is a bit twisted, so I think his elbow should be here, somewhere around here. So I'm gonna just make the guide for now. I think this is where his elbow should be. So I'm going to just inflate this section, and then how is your daughter doing, Yoshio-san? Is she enjoying Brenda? Yes, exactly. Main display for 3D work and external display for checking chat, and also I have reference here, but I should be able to have comment somewhere. Okay, let me quickly check that. Oh, hello. Nice. Let me pop out chat. Yes, so I can. I'm still learning this, how to do this. So I'm gonna put this here. So if someone, just in case, if someone never watched this later, my chat makes sense. Oh, yeah, of course it's gone. Yeah, this is better, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Oops. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Okay, this is good. I think this is good. This is a good setup. Okay, so where am I? So I'm going to fix this bit accordingly. I keep checking the reference and oh, of course, the advice are like choosing what software you want to use. To fine-tune this area. And I use scrape brush. Oops, no. Wait a second. Okay, this is better. Sometimes Blender's sculpting brush act a bit strange, but most of the time it's fine. I start making it a bit finer, bits by bits. It's quite tedious process, to be honest, and then sometimes it's a bit daunting. Don't really know if I'm doing okay or not, but it's gonna be fine. So I'm going to check this as, oops, No. Okay. Going to check this with the material view so I can see that. Also, I'm going to hide this his weapon for now so I can see his body better. Okay, this is better set up. And keep sculpting. This is a guide for muscle because this bit is quite twisted. His elbow is supposed to be here and his hand is twisted to this way, so I'm kind of just add quick guide, and then it doesn't need to be this obvious, but it's easier for me to understand where I should sculpt, and then I can polish this area a bit. Which type of mouse be the most effective one? So I'm actually don't use mouse at all. I'm just using Wacom pen, and that's it. But if you are using mouse, then just any type of mouse is fine. Choose the mouse with middle button, so you can use it. I think Brenda used the middle button for lots of like shortcuts. So yeah, as long as you have the middle mouse button, I think that should be it. I don't really know much things about mouse anymore. Anything you can use comfortable, it'd be the best because you use it for long time. So anything like if you want to use some cute mouse or cool mouse which a lot of gamers use, that's also good. I really need to buy a mouse, but I haven't. So if you want to sculpt, I definitely recommend to buy tablet at some point. But if you just do the box modeling, which means just push and pull the polygons and edges and points, then just normal mouse is fine. But if you want to work on like character and use sculpting, then I would recommend getting Wacom tablet. Yeah, when you use tablet, you have to turn on preference. You can, because this Wacom pen doesn't have the middle mouse button, so when you use that, you go this input and then check emulate 3 button mouse, but then the problem is that also change some of the shortcuts, and well, that's basically some of the shortcut Brenda has is not really useful anymore. And then when you're watching tutorial and then try to do something, that sometimes causes a problem because they use the shortcut and then you don't really know if that is not the option for people use tablet. So that caused me some problem before, but eventually get used to it, and then not all of the shortcut is essential. But yeah, that's the only problem I found about using Wacom. But honestly, well, even the sculptor, sometimes like people just use mouse for sculpting. Like people draw and then they don't use Wacom at all. Like some people just draw with mouse and then they create amazing art. So whatever works for you is good, and if you want to use tablet and if you find it easier, then get Wacom or whatever, the bamboo, or I think Wacom is a bit pricey, but it's always quite good. But other tablets are also good. Yeah, definitely. And also, you don't really have to purchase this Cintiq type of tablet. I don't know if you can see it. I also had this old tablet. This is Intuos, and this is also fine. I still can use it, but I can use this Cintiq as additional monitor, so I don't have to place like 2 monitors. So that works for me. There are lots of options out there. Yeah, it's quite big. You need a big desk for using this. An armpit here. Okay. I'm going to start work on this bit. I always like try not to focus like too much on just like I try not to spend too long time to work on just one bit. It's always like try to balance out bit by bit whole body. Some guide here. So this one, I think this one. Okay. I'm also like checking my arm and I see how it works, so I don't miss the. I don't really go for like a weird movement. fix this section first. Onto this area supposed to be quite smooth, so I'm going to kind of narrow here, make it narrower. Smooth it out. And add knuckle here. It's not really working nicely. Bit acting strange here. Let me quickly check. Face orientation. Okay, so normal is correct, but somehow it sometimes happens like it's when I like this area and this area, the brush act a bit strange. I don't really know why, but it is alright. It looks like it's acting opposite in some direction, but it's working fine in this direction. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this is why. I see. If it has a weird scale, because I copied and mirrored, so I'm gonna go to edit mode and mesh normal, and then it should work fine now. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make this a bit flat. This is fine. Okay, I see. Now this area is all I mirrored, so I have to change that. I have to apply transforms just in case. I'm gonna check here. This area is fine, but hand is a bit scaled too much, so I'm gonna just apply all the transform now so I don't encounter the problem later. So I'm gonna apply all these here. I'm gonna all transform applied. So this areas are fine. Okay, so now I think this is also this part. So I have to select all of these. And then apply all the transform. Now go to edit mode and then let's flip this normal. Okay. And then I'm going to add the muscle line here so I can understand how it twists. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, I made his tongue and it's sticking out from his back of his head. Okay, I'm gonna shrink this down and then I'm gonna just hide this. I don't really want to have the intersection here, so I'm gonna, in the end I think this part will be mostly covered by hair, but just in case I'm gonna mix a little bit. I'm quite happy with how this arm looks alright to me. And then this section is, I need to polish a little more. I think this is not too bad. Serious. I always find this area quite tricky to make it smooth. But I think I can polish it later once I connect all of them together. But for now, I think this is fine. And this area. Mask it, and then let's extend this section a bit. let's start polishing his lower body a bit. This section will be covered by clothes, but I'm gonna make his pants out of his body, so I'm gonna start polishing this area first. Make it eyeless, and this area is super rough, so and it won't be seen in the end, so still I'm gonna connect this area. Let's turn off the symmetry. I'm going to smooth this unconnected part. It's quite a repetitive process, so I don't really know how interesting this is, but this is what it is. Hopefully I can polish his body up today, and then I'm gonna work on hair either today, tonight, or tomorrow. And also I have to make his props, which is quite fun, so I'm thinking of doing another live stream when I'm doing that, but we'll see. I'm not planning to do this for like attracting more audience, to be honest. Like, I don't think this is really fun content at all. If I want to make the content to attract more people, then I would make tutorial or a bit more like summarize this content, but summarize the whole work process. But I honestly don't really know if I want to do that, so just streaming is fine for now. I don't really know how long I want to do this. This is really like chill, me just doing what I normally do for my personal work, and then if there are any people out there also making personal work just by themselves like me, it might be interesting just work together online. That's why I started this, but I don't really know how long I will do this. I might not do this anymore, or I might do this again depending on how I feel, so nothing is really serious at all. This area is quite tricky to smooth out. Keep checking his crotch all the time. Okay, let's start working on this section first. to make this area a bit more like sharper. Sharp and clean line here. It's really hot here in London, and especially this room facing to west, so now it's quite boiling hot. Smooth these feet out, and then also let's make this area a bit better connected. This ankle, yeah, this is better. I want to make this angle a bit sharper, so I'm going to mask it this area and then move a bit and mask, smooth out. I quite like using this scrape brush to make the kind of rough line, like rather than completely smooth out, like a bit kind of flat surface, and I quite like this, so I use this brush quite a lot. Keep combine this scrape brush and also smoothing out, and then kind of polish the shape. started shaping knuckle here, and it's always quite tricky here because the faces are quite close to each other, so whenever I try to sculpt and then it affects to the other part. It's fine for now. Here and then make it quite thinner. Oh, it's gonna be Are you right? Okay. I think I made it a bit too mesh and then make it a bit more rough. Yeah, this is better. Okay. the joint so I can, it's not going to be like this in the end, but so I can use this as a guide. I'm gonna this is definitely a bit much, so let me scrape a bit. Definitely a bit too fine, so I'm gonna make all of these fingers a little bit more. Wait a second. Yeah, so I'm going to remesh again with a bit less fine so I can work faster. I think this is better a bit. Let's also fine tune rotation a bit and reposition them. I think this is better wise. And let's keep polishing the shape, add some at the joint. Okay, I think this hand is still needs a lot of work, but getting in the pose. I quite like the pose, so I keep polishing this one. Yeah, I don't think today's streaming is that interesting one, to be honest. I am going to keep polishing this, and then probably for the next one I think I can do a little more fun one, which is making props. So I have the guide of the props, but I didn't make any progress for that one, like any actual shape. So probably that's what I'm going to do for next. So it's not going to be like me just focusing on hand for an hour. But yeah, I don't really know how many people watch this today. I don't really know if anyone is going to see the archive, but if you have any comment or request, question, if you have anything, please write down in the comment. But again, honestly, this is not really like, it's not really, I know this is not really something I'm like doing for entertainment, but it's more about like me try not to procrastinate. And if there's any other people who also making personal work, I just thought like it would be fun to kind of have chat with them. But yeah, I might do this again, I might not do this again, we'll see how I feel. But I'm really excited with this project itself, making this Oni, and I really hope I can make this model for ready to print by the end of this month. So that's my goal, and then keep creating some more work like this. I have the idea of two more Onis, one female character, one protagonist character, and then I want to create some scene inside Brenda. So yeah, I have a couple of ideas how this is going to turn out, except just a 3D printed one. But yeah, if you have any questions about this project, please let me know. Also, if you have any advice, any tips, I don't really know because I'm still learning Brenda. This is really fun exploring. I'm still very new to Brenda compared to Cinema 4D. So yeah, if you have any tips or tips for like this live streaming too, like if you have anything like you think I should do or I shouldn't do, let me know so I can make this a little more enjoyable for everyone. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish this here. It's extremely hot, so I'm going to finish this today, and then probably I'm going to keep working on just by myself without streaming. It's extremely sunny in London and I think everyone is outside, so why don't I take a break and then maybe I will come back, but not streaming today. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this streaming now. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this. Bye!